Okay, so I'm feeling slightly more human today. Still kind of flaring a little bit arthritis-wise, but I did walk a little bit. Not much, probably about 1.5 miles, maybe 2 miles, but very slow. I have a job interview tomorrow. It's a temp agency, but they have a few positions that they think might be a good fit for me, so that's something. Haven't heard back from the other people yet, but I did send a lovely thank you note, so I don't think I'll hear back from them until after Christmas. So, but it's only a week away. It's right around the corner. It's kind of hard to believe. I really appreciate how supportive everybody is. I've been in and out of therapy for about 5 years. And obviously right now I don't have insurance and I don't have a job. So no therapy because there's no way to pay for it. And to be completely honest, these videos have done more for me than 3 different therapists ever did. Which is not to say that they did nothing. They each helped me. Well, the second 2. First one, not so much, but the second 2 did quite a bit for me. But this, it's helped me overcome a lot of my issues. Like one of the big ones being looking at myself. You know, I don't like looking at myself. I avoid the mirror. I don't, you know, and I don't have a choice. You know, I'm there. I'm on the screen, and I see me and I hear me, and there I am. So I just have to deal with it. And that brings me to one of my other issues, which is other people looking at me. And I'm up to 34 subscribers, which compared to some people is not a lot, but for me, considering the fact that of that 34, only one of them is my mother, people are listening to me. And when things are really bad, I know that I can come here and I can say anything, and somebody's listening. And the people who are directly in my life, it's not that they don't listen, because they do, but they all want to help. There's not really anything they can do for me. I just need somebody to listen. And having this here, I've got somebody who's listening who really can't do anything for me and can't even try. It's just me talking and somebody else listening. It's exactly what I need. Just have to talk it out. There's a thing on Facebook, and I've done it probably 3 years in a row now, where it takes a bunch of your statuses over the year and makes a collage out of them. And I did mine this morning, and wow, I have had a crappy year. I mean, it starts with, oh hey, I'm really good at my job, and then it goes to, I'm in the hospital, and then I'm unemployed, and then I've been unemployed for months and I'm totally broke and desperate and pathetic and crying and all that stuff. I mean, yesterday, the most exciting thing happened. I thought all the ramen I had left was chicken flavored, but it turned out I had one cheddar cheese flavor left. Things that excite broke people. Of course, now all I have left is chicken because I ate the cheesy one. But it's the little things. And I commented about it on Facebook last night, and my mom and my sister and I started discussing broke people meals. I tell you what, my mom can make chicken and rice in so many different ways that you will not get sick of it for months. I'm not kidding. You can eat chicken and rice for months if my mom is cooking it. It's awesome. And she did such a good job with raising my sister and I that we didn't realize until we became adults out on our own how bad off we were. There were times when I think income-wise we definitely fell below the poverty line. But my sister and I never knew. We never had insurance, but if we were sick, we went to the doctor and we got medicine. And I was sick a lot as a kid. I had chronic ear infections. I had infectious asthma, which is basically that anytime I would catch a cold, it would immediately turn into something like bronchitis. I had pneumonia twice. I had tonsillitis. Oh, I was so sick. The one thing that you don't know about tonsillitis, if you've never had it, you figure that it's just about, the swelling of the tonsils and the sore throat. No, there is nausea. And I couldn't even keep Pepto-Bismol down. I was so sick. And I was in a school play. And you had to go to a certain number of classes if you were going to perform in an extracurricular thing. So I toughed it out, and I went to classes, and then I went home, and then I performed. I got my butt on stage, and I performed, because the show must go on. And I was literally sitting backstage at times with, it was one of the props. It was like a water pitcher, just in case I had to throw up. Knowing that if I did throw up in it, I was at some point going to have to carry it out on stage. Anyway, I've gotten way off topic. Point is, my mom took amazing care of my sister and I. And the greatest lesson I think we learned, and this is going to sound crazy, is how to do without. Maybe not how to do without, but how to make do. Because there was one house we lived in. We moved a lot, rental house to rental house, and there was one house that we lived in that didn't have an oven. I think it was like 6 months. 6 months living there before we had one. And between the microwave, the crock pot, the electric griddle, and the barbecue grill, we were good. We made do. And, when the ends get further and further apart and you're trying to make them meet, from my mother, I learned all of the things that I need to just keep stretching. So, thank you, Mom. You've done good. You know, I think growing up the way that I did has made me a stronger person. And I think it's made my sister stronger, and it's definitely made my mother stronger, because I gotta tell you, I think she's pretty badass. So, she really is. She she put up with a lot. She still puts up with a lot. Um, but she's been there and back again, and still pretty kick-ass. And so I love my mom. I love my family. Uh, anyway, I've passed the 10-minute mark, and I don't want to take up too much of your time. I just wanted to check in and say thanks for the love. I'm doing better. And we'll see. We'll see what tomorrow brings. So, enjoy the rest of your Monday.